Hello, this is Lindsey Huddleston coming to you on behalf of the Horatio Williams Foundation. We're here at the 6th annual Horatio Williams Foundation golf outing at the beautiful, beautiful Shenandoah Golf Club in West Bloomfield. And what a great day to start off with our first guest today, Mr. Rob Banxton, who's been a good friend of Horatio over the last 30 years. He has some historic ties with Detroit Public Schools, a great place that many of you know of called Van Dyke's, and now he's doing great work with the state of Michigan. But I'll let Rob talk about his background experience with Horatio and what brings him out today. Rob, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Excellent.
Thank you for having me. You know, it is a pleasure to be here at the Foundation Annual Golf Outing. I thought it was a worthy cause to support. There's no way in the world you cannot support the work that Horatio does in our community and with the kids. It's a great work. He keeps a lot of the kids off the streets.
Yes.
With his various programs. Every year he takes 600-700 kids to see the point. Every week the tutorials that he have at his building, and then on Saturdays they bring in the chef. Have the kids walk to the Eastern Market, select the food, teaching them the culinary arts. He does so much in the community. And without Horatio doing the work he do, the basketball tournaments that he have in December, the city of Detroit with the suburban school, bridging that gap between the city and the suburbs, which has a tremendous turnout. Without his foundation, a lot of these children who go on to graduate from school, go on to higher learning, go on to college, would not do it.
They wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it. It starts off when they're small. They come in the foundation. They learn how to be team players, how to get along with others. It's not just the sports, the golf outings and the basketball tournaments, but they learn things in life that will help them, life skills that will help them be successful in their journey.
Sure. Well, great. Well, we're out here today. Now, what's your plans for the golf outing when you get out here? What's your plans?
I plan on winning the car. I mean, it's a 3-month lease. Let's be clear about that.
Right.
That's why I came.
Yeah, you come to get it.
I came with my A game.
Yeah, you know, you talked about something when we were off camera about speaking things to existence. My work is in sports psychology consulting, and talk more about how that concept has helped you in your life and what you're doing.
Well, it has helped me tremendously. You can speak your own success or your own demise. Life sometimes will give you some ups and downs, but you learn no matter what to stay positive.
Sure.
And speak affirmation. You have to speak affirmation into your own life.
Sure.
You have to tell yourself, I'm gonna be successful no matter what.
Wow.
It doesn't mean that you won't have obstacles. It doesn't mean that things won't happen, but you have to know that's part of your journey.
Right.
That's what helps mold you, is those that can persevere past the obstacles that end up being successful.
Sure.
Sometimes people run into obstacles, they say, oh, this is too hard, I'm not going to, and they stop. They give up too soon.
Give up too soon.
My personal flight, it ain't never over till I win.
Until you win.
It ain't never over till I win.
Done. We just gonna keep going.
I'm gonna keep going till I win.
Where did you get that idea from? Where did that concept come to you from? How long have you been thinking like that?
Growing up with a father that taught me that.
Wow.
Son, don't ever give up.
Wow.
I learned it from my father. I come up in a time and era where the men in the community took time with the young boys. They took them place, they mentored them, they spent time with them, they talked to them.
Sure.
Something that we kind of lack today.
Right.
That's why Horatio's foundation is so important.
Absolutely right.
Because it brings it back.
Absolutely right.
It's something that's lost.
Right.
So I grew up in an era where you learn how to speak positive affirmations in your life.
That's important. You talk about the era in Detroit, and another thing we talked off camera that stuck to me was your affiliation with a Detroit historical landmark in the Van Dyke's Clothing Institute. And I think it's important to touch on that because as a young person, I was aware of it, and I think that may be lost. But talk about how significant Van Dyke's was and what it did in dressing the men of Detroit, giving us an international reputation.
Detroit is still known as one of the dressing capitals. Gay shoes, the suits, and Van Dyke was at the forefront of that. Nowadays, we have an issue with the young men wearing their pants down.
Sure. That's right.
So low that you see their undergarments, which is terrible. I don't know where it comes from, but they don't understand the originality of that and what it really symbolizes. I think if they understood, that's why it's important to know history. You don't just do something; you have to know why you do these things. So half these guys now it's become a fad.
Right.
But the days of Van Dyke, men dressed as men.
Men dressed as men.
People perception is everything. When you dress properly, you feel better about yourself, gives you self-esteem. It makes you feel more successful, and it helps propel you into success.
Right.
When you got on pants that's bagging down to your knees, you're showing your underwear, it's kind of a negative connotation.
Yeah, you get. Well, I just wanted to bring it up because what you're talking about is positivity, role models, and things like that. So as we wrap up, is there anything else you want to say to any of our viewers about Horatio Williams, your experience, the future?
Please support the Horatio Williams Foundation. You can go online if you can't attend the activities. There's a button online, Horatio Williams Foundation. You push the button to donate. Please donate to help Horatio help the children in our community. Thank you.
I thank you so much for having you. Thank you for all that you're doing. You have a good time. Go and win that car, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.